Allie.
And I'm Becky.
We are registered dietitians that are passionate about food as medicine.
In this video, we are going to be making a pan-seared black drum with wilted spinach and garlic and walking you through one of our favorite preparation techniques for fish.
Yes, we're going to pan sear it. And we talked about in this prior video 5 different preparation techniques, as well as troubleshooting making fish at home if you're not liking how it comes out, what you might be doing wrong, and tips on best selection. So make sure to check that out. But today we want to show you the pan searing technique. So this is a great, easy weeknight option where you can use one pan and still make a vegetable side, serve it, and everyone in the household is really going to love it. So let's go.
So I'm going to start off by smashing and chopping up 2 cloves of garlic over here.
And as you're getting that head broken down, a big important step is to make sure that your fish is patted dry and then liberally salted and peppered. So I'm going to pat it dry here on both sides. Clean that up.
So I'm going to go ahead and smash the garlic kind of with the butt of my knife so we can easily peel that. I'm throwing in a 3rd clove just for good measure because these are a little bit on the small side. And then I'm going to just take my knife and kind of rock it through, get that garlic nice and minced.
All right, and then I'm taking a full teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper, and I'm just going to liberally sprinkle that on my fish here. And I'm going to do that on both sides. And that'll be ready to go into the pan. And then we have a lemon that we will be just juicing, so that we'll have that ready to go when we transfer things out. Jar of fond bone broth, and we're probably gonna double down on the spinach because we know that this amount of spinach will wilt to about a 1/2 cup, but we're gonna probably end up using about 5-6 cups of spinach. So we'll do that on over at the stovetop. All right, so I'm just going to cut this fillet into 2 pieces for my pan. And I season both sides, so I'm gonna put this down. If you had the skin still on the fish, that's something that's really easy with pan searing because you would go skin side down first. And you're gonna sear it. I have about a 1/8 inch of avocado oil on the base of my cast iron that I already brought to heat before putting the fish in the pan. And then I'm going to flip it at about 3 to 4 minutes.
Now, avocado is a really nice high heat oil that we can use for this kind of preparation.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so it's been about 3.5 minutes. I'm going to flip this over. Got some nice browning on the bottom there.
And really important, we left it completely undisturbed this whole time. So
yes.
Really resist the urge to peek at your fish or make sure it's cooking through. You could kind of see the color actually coming up throughout where we're starting to get to that nice opaque that you want.
Yes, it needs time to make contact with the pan. This is not a place to take out your anxiety. Just set it and forget it kind of thing. Flip that on its pretty side. So I'm gonna just pour this off. And in its place, we'll dump the garlic, the butter. So we'll get 3 tablespoons of butter, turn down this heat. And the 3 cloves of garlic. And we'll let this brown for about a minute, and then we're gonna toss in all of our spinach. So we're just gonna reduce all that browning flavor on there. Now at this time, you can move things around your pan a little more. In comes the spinach. So we have about 5 cups in here. And I'll have you squeeze that lemon on, Becky. And then we'll pour on a cup of bone broth and let that braise down.
So I'm adding the juice of a whole lemon here. You can use a lemon squeezer to make this job a little easier, or you just kind of retain your hand here so that you don't get all the seeds in there. Give it a squeeze upside down.
Right. And then I'm gonna turn that heat back up on here, and we'll add in that cup of bone broth. This will impart some nice salt action as well as electrolyte and give you a little bit more protein, as well as all those nutrients to support our gut.
And we're using the fond bone broth here. It's the lemon, radish, onion, and garlic flavor, which plays really nicely with the lemon in this dish.
So we ended up using an entire tub of organic baby spinach, and like I said, it really does wilt down. I'm gonna allow all of this moisture to continue to cook off, and then we're gonna use this as the base under our fish.
So here is our final product. We've got that nice bed of wilted spinach, some of the juice there, and then our fish fillet. Let's give it a try.
Absolutely. All right. I find black drum to be a really mildly flavored fish. I think it's a really child-friendly option for preparation. And, you know, I think you started Noah on fish as early as what? 7 months, seven months, right? A really easy to digest protein. So often when we're coming off of a bone broth fast and we're bringing back solid foods, a dish like this would be really gentle on your digestive tract and so nourishing. So again, we always recommend that you go for 2 to 3 times a week of getting fish in your diet. Leave a comment below if you tried this recipe and enjoyed it. And make sure you subscribe to the Naturally Nourished YouTube channel so that you can stay on top of all of our food as medicine recipes and functional medicine tips. And a way to incorporate a lot more flavor, diversity, and veg to make a one-step meal.
One
I
step?
know your face, yeah.
Like one pan meal.
Yeah, I actually meant to say.